sky-high cost of eggs has left many shoppers feeling scrambled at the grocery store. Yesterday's CPI report showed egg prices were up 36% from a year ago, up 3% from the previous month. Well, joining us now is Russell Diaz-Canseco, the CEO of egg producer Vital Farms. That stock rose more than 140% in 2024. Russell, welcome to Overtime. It's great to have you on, and that's where I want to start with you, is what you're seeing in terms of egg pricing and in terms of the industry overall, as we are seeing this supply-demand dynamic in the midst of bird flu play out.
Thanks so much for having me. You know, a lot of people know Vital Farms from our eggs. We've grown to become the second largest egg brand in America. But a lot of people don't know that we became a public company 4.5 years ago, and our hyper growth has gotten us to about $600 million in revenue. That said, most of that growth has come from volume, not price, even though the overall category is seeing so much inflation. The biggest category, or the biggest driver of that price inflation at retail, has been the ongoing challenge of avian influenza, which is destroying tens of millions of birds, 12% of all the laying hens in America just in 2024. Interestingly, we've only had one example amongst our 425 small family farms in the last 12 months, which is less than 1/3 of 1% of our eggs. So while commodity eggs are certainly seeing those price increases, we're not seeing the same impact on our operation.
That's very impressive, given what we're hearing on a weekly basis in terms of impacted flocks. How have you been able to do that and avoid the outbreaks? And perhaps just as importantly, I think about coming out of the pandemic, the COVID pandemic, there was a shift in thinking around supply chains to more diversified supply chains. Are we going to see something similar happen within agriculture and within the egg market coming out of avian flu?
Great questions. So in terms of how we've been able to protect our birds, it goes back to our approach to doing business. We invest a lot of time, energy, and our own money to help make sure that we attract and train up the very best farmers in the business. And we have an enormous network of them. Again, we announced on Monday that we now have over 425 small family farms in our network. And yet, despite how big that network is, they add up to the number of hens that might be on 2 factory farms in this country. So a big benefit of that distributed network is that even when one of our farms is affected, as one was last year, it only affects a small fraction of 1% of the total production.
Okay.
That said, I think keeping those birds safe has a lot to do with training, has a lot to do with high engagement when the farmer owns the farm and owns those birds and has a lot of commitment to doing a great job on that farm. And when our employees have wonderful training and a dedication to the best in biosecurity measures, I think it pays off in that safety.
Russell, looking at the stock, it's nearly tripled, it looks like to me, in the past 12 months. My concern from an investor perspective would be that the stock has benefited from higher prices in the market overall, but your egg costs are inherently maybe a little bit higher because you're not a traditional big mass production farm. So eventually when the overall market's prices go back down, your product might look more expensive, you would argue, because of higher quality. How would you respond to that concern?
Yeah, you know, it's funny, at a time like this, when the cheapest eggs in the market become more expensive, it can feel like maybe that creates a tailwind for a premium brand like ours. You know, and our pricing reflects the higher quality, the higher cost of doing egg production the way that we do, higher pay for our farmers, and a premium gross margin, which I think reflects the brand that we've built. The reality is that our eggs were more expensive than the cheapest eggs long before we saw this inflation, and yet we drove outsized growth year after year after year with strong margins. So we've had a healthy income statement, a healthy balance sheet, and a healthy business model, both when there's high egg price inflation at the commodity level and when there's low egg price inflation at the commodity level. And that's really what we're focused on, an enduring model that is successful in good times and bad.
Okay.